All right, collective gang. Oh, you guys, I'm going to try to hold my composure. I am. What it do? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today. The general message. Definitely somebody loosely involved. This is somebody who you are still connected to in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It could just be energetically, but I don't get that this is somebody that you ever committed to, okay? Just because of one of the first cards that popped out. Now, Spirit is funny, y'all, okay? It's like, it's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter, okay? Get it together, Empress. This is not fucking funny. Okay. I'm not laughing at you. I feel like you're good. I really do. I feel like you're okay. I feel like the butterflies, the calla lilies, the unicorns, oh my, are just emanating all over your life, your world, your aura. If you don't feel like this yet, you will, okay? This could have annoyed you a little bit, but I don't get you heartbroken. Spirit is definitely having a field day. All of these cards say something, but they mean something totally different. So for me, I feel like you were dealing with somebody who they speak in riddles. Like, you don't really know what the fuck they're talking about all the time. You know what I'm saying? They try to like use certain phrases to confuse you. Okay. They will say one thing and do something else, or they say something and then they mean it in a totally different way. This is just the way that this person talks. They are very confusing in their language. Okay, word salad. Yes. Okay, word salad. They'll throw a whole bunch of shit out there, throw a whole bunch of shit against the wall, throw a whole bunch of shit at you, and it is with the intent to kind of like confuse people. Okay, this is a agent of chaos and confusion. All of these cards say one thing, they mean something totally different. Now, before we jump into this, okay, please go ahead and click the like button, click the subscribe button, become a part of the team. We would love to have you. We're growing, okay? And you want to be a part of the grow? Do this. Smash that. Like the video. Everybody, do that. Okay. Now, this person feels had, right? I do get that this is an individual. Now, here's what I will say, right? It's only coming off as comical because you read into their energy sooner than what they were expecting, okay? We have unfinished business. What that really means is you don't get to walk away. Like, they want to know when somebody is done. They don't like being in limbo. So you either left things in a way that there was no closure. And if you have not completely disconnected from this person, and I don't get that you have, you guys, I have to be very honest. I gotta be in these. Okay. I feel like they just energetically feel the pull, right? Like they feel the tension. They feel you pulling away from them. I hate, right, that I let you walk away. What that really means is, why have you not turned back around? Okay, why, like, so there's something in this phrasing to me that feels like somebody who feels as though they have power. Okay, they have control. I let you walk away. Like you have no autonomy over your own body. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing here? Okay. We also have can't let go. I try. What that really means is they definitely tried to replace you, you guys. They have been trying. They've been dating. They may have been serial dating. They may have gone for people who look just like you. They may have gone for people who do the same job as you. They may have gone for someone who's your same sign. Okay. Drop your zodiac signs below. This is a collective message, by the way, guys. Okay. So please, it's general and it's collective. It could be for absolutely any zodiac sign. For those of you who are new here, this is a collective channel. Okay. Any zodiac sign. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Use your intuition to guide you towards what spirit has. Okay. If this is your storyline, then you already know by now. Can't let you go. I've tried. This person definitely, I feel as though they either get a lot of attention, okay, or they get a lot of attention for like their looks, right? So for how they look, what they bring to the table, like a physical appearance, something very shallow is what draws people to this person. And they definitely banked on that being the glue that would solidify the bullshit that they were bringing to this connection. I do feel like I said, you couldn't really get a real conversation out of this person. Not a whole lot of explanation as to why they would be showing up the way that they did. I do feel like this is somebody who likes to be connected yet disconnected, right? Like they want the best of both worlds. Now, next card. This connection scared me. You know what that means? Do you know what that really means? It has absolutely nothing to do with them growing feelings. It has everything to do with you not growing feelings. Okay? You being quite all right if there's no connection. Okay? Either way, it is what it is. There's also an energy. Okay? This is what was funny. Okay? Spirit was definitely leading on that this person has very high standards, okay, because they've always kind of gotten the guys. They always kind of gotten the girls their whole life, right? So they come with very high standards, but they don't expect the person that they're dealing with to have set standards, okay? Ghosted, right? I don't get that you actually ghosted this person. Look, calling all middle fingers to the motherfucking face. Yeah, here's the thing. This person has to actually do work, okay? To intrigue you, to be able to engage with you, to gain access. You have standards, bitch. You have boundaries, right? Like, you're not so easily impressed by a pretty face, okay? A nice smile, right? A nice body or a car. They are used to people falling for the shallow sort of aspects of what they deem to be valuable, right? So if you did ghost this person, then boom, that's literal, but I don't get it literal. None of these cards are actually what they don't mean the literal meanings. Okay? And that will definitely lean into this person's energy. It's like they will say one thing, you just cannot figure this motherfucker out. And you haven't tried. You're deciding not to. I feel like you're opting out. Has that ever happened to them before? No. Everybody opts in. Everybody gets like kind of obsessed with unpacking them, understanding them, making them happy, trying to figure out what is going on in a connection. People get very attached to this person by way of who they are, how they are. For some of you, they're very stingy, like with their energy, with their time, with their money. And it's because they were able to behave that way. I do get that this person might go for people who don't have such high levels of self-value, which is sad, right? I don't want to like harp on that too much, but that ain't this. Okay. That ain't you, right? So this ghosted card, in a sense, is coming off as someone who feels like you're there, but you're not there. Like you're there, but you're not really there. Okay, we here, but we not here. So when they say stuff to you, they do watch. This person is really throwing me, okay? So they'll say certain things, buzzwords, you know, dog whistles, if you will. I'm not calling you a doggy. I'm just saying that's what they say. So make little statements to see how that affects you, okay? See if you bite. See if that's something that impresses you. See if that's something that angers you. See if that's something that bothers you. See if that's something that, you know, gnaws at you. If that is something that you are attracted to, desire, okay? Is that something that kind of gets your wheels going, right? This is somebody who is very much so observant of how people experience them, because that is how they have gotten ahead. That is how they have gotten to this level of, we can just call it a spade, right? A manipulation, right? In order to get in positions to where their happiness is the priority. And you haven't like fed into that. You're not taking the bait. You're not biting. In fact, you walked away. And in their mind, because they do get into situations where they're the prize. Okay, they're the prize in all of their situationships, their connections. I don't get that this is somebody who like commits. They don't have to. You know, they can stick and move however they please. You know, people are running to the gambit to try and lock this person down or to try and trap this person, right? They do look at relationships as entrapment. Okay, so they are now pointing out these two cards as this person's stark difference between how they view a life of being single versus how they view a life of being in union. But they do still want the benefits. Okay, they want the resources. They want to be able to have the feels and some of the benefits that come with being in a relationship. Not all of them now, just some. So I do feel the fear that is bubbling under the surface within this person and making them feel like they have to talk to you again. They have to see about you. They have to see this through. Because for some of you, like I said, you're not completely disconnected, but you are just kind of like indifferent, right? Kind of detached. Like you're not pressed. You are not pressed. This person has not pressed you. Like they have been able to press people in the past. They have been trying their damnedest to just kind of replace you. So that they don't have to deal with this because they don't like this feeling. They don't like the feeling of showing up and not knowing if somebody is extremely happy with them straight off the bat. This person doesn't have to prove themselves in relationships, okay? Are they that fine? Because I'm getting that you're like, I mean, you're right. Nah, right? Like, what are looks after a little while anyway? You know, whatever this thing is, it doesn't have to necessarily be their looks. It could be anything. It's something that they hold to a very high standard, high value. This is what they consider to be a high value man, a high value woman, and they possess said shallow qualities that are very unimpressive to you, by the way, okay? It's not working. So that is a little bit scary for this person, as they have not, you know, experienced that just yet. They might be doing some research. Yeah, look, trying to get up some proof and thinking that you are like their twin flame. This is not a twin flame, guys. Can I just say that? This is not your twin flame. It's not. It's just not. They're viewing you as the runner, okay? Somebody that's hard to get. It might be a level of intrigue there as well, okay? In reference to this person not really getting like turned down or rejected, or getting people who are not really as interested, getting people who are kind of indifferent to their advances or the things that would normally truly impress some people in the past. You're just like, you're listening to them, but you're not like actually there, right? Like you're not invested. You're not like investing in the bullshit. You're not investing in the lie. You see right past their bullshit. You ask like, I'm not laughing. You ask like deeper questions. So for an example, now don't force anything to fit. These are just examples. And if it resonates, it doesn't have to be the exact example that I'm speaking of, right? It could be something in the arena, something similar. Same ingredients, different dish, like sort of thing. Okay. So a prime example of what they're speaking of is like, this person will talk about starting a business, right? Really trying to prop themselves up on that pedestal really, really high. And you're like, oh, okay, well, have you established your LLC? Do you have an EIN? I'm sorry. Just one example. You're asking proof, like for receipts. You're not just like impressed by what they're saying they're going to do, or what they're telling you the future might hold, or what might be a thing in a couple of weeks, or what they are networking about. You're like, well, has it happened yet? Okay, well, holla at me once it's established. Once you can show me, then I'll give you a cookie, bitch. Like, what do you want? You know what I'm saying? What, do you want a cookie? Do you want a parade? Like, what are we doing? Like, come on. Yeah, that's what they're saying. This person gets a pat on their back just for doing like, oh shit, they pissed at me. They done knocked the damn microphone down. Is this bitch on? I'm gonna lay into your ass. I don't give a fuck. Talking to your person now. You can knock this microphone down as much as you want to. We calling you out, bitch. Why are you here? Is what we really want to know. Okay. The collective is not impressed, nor are they pressed. So whilst they have been thinking that you are a twin flame, which you in fact are absolutely not, right? Like they're Googling schmoogling, okay? All right, they're like, okay, maybe it's a soulmate. Okay, maybe it's a spiritual connection. Okay, maybe it's a soul tie. If the two of you have had sexual intercourses, maybe they think that they're whipped, right? That doesn't go for everybody, right? They're like, how am I attached? They're not. How do I care about this? And they don't. They may have tried to bring up certain conversations to you and you're just like not interested, like at all. Like, we don't need to talk about serious shit. Like, I already see what it is, okay? We could just kind of fuck on each other a little bit and then you could go on your way. Right? You can go on your way. They're like, wait, what? People always want to tie me down. People always want to lock me down. People always want to be in a relationship with me. What is the difference between you and these other people? Well, it's not a motherfucking twin flame is what it's not. Dumb. So they have now gotten their taste of a divine energy. It doesn't matter if you consider yourself to be a divine masculine or feminine. This is just divine energy showing up. That's how I read these cards, right? So you are a divine masculine, a divine feminine. You have done a great amount of work to prove this. Okay, you've leveled up in many of ways, and this is not your first time at this rodeo. You can see this person coming from a mile away. This is why you were disinterested and just not pressed, actually, okay? You're not investing in trying to decipher this web that they've been trying to weave that normally works, and it does have people kind of like pressed, is what I will say, right? It has people attached to them, heartstrings attached. They may have gotten some people pregnant. This person might have multiple baby mamas, multiple baby daddies. They fine as fuck. They are, right? But they get people tied up, wrapped up in their bullshit. Nobody has ever really figured this person out, but now they feel like you see right through them. And so now they can't stop focusing on you. They want to ask you some questions. going to ask you some questions. Okay? Interrogate you. It will, they want it to appear as just a conversation, but you will very much so see it as an interrogation because of your level of spirituality. You see through this person, guys, okay? It's like you see right through the bullshit. So when they do come to you talking about their little get-rich-quick schemes, you are the one that gives them proof that that will never work, or you're the one who knows a lot about a lot. So you're telling them, yeah, I know somebody who did that before and is in X, Y, and Z, and they're just like, you know too much, right? Like, you're just too smart. So you may have really been annoying this person. The scared energy is stemming from them actually liking you, right? Or the idea that they might like you more than you like them. Or the idea that they feel like they've met somebody who values themselves more than they value themselves. Or that they met someone who values themselves more than the people who they were dealing with in the past valued themselves. I do get that they're normally a ghoster. And they feel like you're being a passive aggressive ghoster because you're still around, but you're not around. The fuck? So they can't really explain it. Oh, child. Look at the, yeah, you done the work, okay? Got 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And here's to the divine feminine and masculine energy, okay? I do feel like this is like unfolding a lot quicker than this person expected, okay? They string people along for years, or they kind of get people wrapped up in their bullshit for a very long time. They still have multiple exes. Like I said, I do get the energy of like baby mama drama, baby daddy drama. Like they love it. They feed off of it. And they are feeling like you're slipping away before they can get you attached. So please be careful with this one, right? This person is the sort of, they give off the energy of somebody like by any means necessary, right? Like involuntarily or voluntarily. So we're going to be together or attached to one another. There will be strings attached to this shit voluntarily or involuntarily. Okay, so like purposefully popping the condom, like type shit, right? Purposefully, yeah, entrapment, bitch. You be careful. You are a big fish. That's what they're saying. Sorry. You're not an animal, right? I done listed out some doggies. Are we at the motherfucking zoo? Like, what is going on? That's what I just heard. Like, you're a big fish. Okay? You're not taking the bait, but they can see you. Like, free. Swimming around the ocean. You know what I'm saying? They feel like as soon as they thought you was getting close to the goddamn hook, they looked at your teeth. They was like, that ain't no fish, bitch. That's a shark. A great white. They still want you. They might be viewing it as a challenge now. They are definitely more fascinated than anything. This could be infatuation, most certainly watching you. Now, I'm not saying that there's no possibility that this person could like you, right? Like, of course they like you. There's a great deal of surprise, an air of surprise. I don't know why they would have thought that they were going to be stumbling upon somebody who's not sure about themselves, who doesn't really know themselves, who doesn't really see themselves for who they actually are. They are a bit shocked. Why would they think that, you guys? Let me ask Spirit. Why would they think that? Why would they think that my collective is insecure? Okay, so here's the thing. We do have the 7 of Wands. I feel like your boundaries were a little bit murky in the beginning, but that's by design, okay? You put your boundaries on rubber sometimes so that you can quickly get to people's motives, so that you can quickly see what somebody is about, so it can quickly give you proof in reference to what somebody will do and won't do, right? It's not that you accept people's overstepping your boundaries. You put them on rubber. So you see if they're willing to bounce off that motherfucker, right? You give them just enough string to hang their motherfucking selves. And then as soon as you see their true nature, their true selves, your boundaries pop up in cement. This could be why this person feels bamboozled, right? Like they kind of thought that you were down for what they're down for. You're like, girl, what the fuck they down for? Well, attachment, entrapment, by any means necessary. And if they don't entrap you with like a pregnancy or something like that, you know, it could be something a little bit deeper. Do not have sex unprotected with this person. Okay, this is not to scare you or be a scare tactic. You're smart. You're a smart one. Okay, you come out as a divine feminine, divine masculine. So of course, it could just be like tricking you into a relationship, right? They weren't able to trick you. This is just things that they were able to do in the past, right? So pregnancies, tricking you into a relationship or lying about who they are so that you are attached to them by paper and ink, right? That could be, you know, tricking a motherfucker into marriage and shit like that, okay? So they feel like your boundaries came out of nowhere. Like they were ill prepared. They were also ill prepared for your indifference or your lack of impressed energy. Yeah. Yep. See, we have the Five of Pentacles. So I do feel like this person normally has this way of passive aggressively rejecting people or ghosting people that they're in connection with. And that is supposed to scare someone into wanting to hop on a hamster wheel and make them happy, right? Like do whatever you can to bring about the happiness, bring about how things were in the relationship prior. And they only do it with people who don't have boundaries, who don't have standards, or who don't have self-worth. Yikes, what the fuck? I don't like this. I don't like it. This person could be struggling with material wealth. Yep, I just said that. So they do view you as a big fish, a 10 of Pentacles. Somebody that they want to like lock it down. They view you as somebody that they can come up off of, like an opportunity to have a better life. Now this is the type of person who will lie about what they have, right? Unfinished business, and try to like really razzle dazzle it, right? This potential of this business, this get rich quick scheme. And it is in order to get people to think, oh, okay, this person is actually doing the work. They're invested in their career. They're invested in their money. This does feel like a material aspect that they're talking about, but it could also be just whatever you value. This person tries to put 20 on 10 as if they're just about to accomplish whatever they're lying about because it's unfinished and it won't ever be finished. People have invested in this person thinking that it will lead to, okay, boss bitch shit. We are a power couple is the 10 of Pentacles, right? They are definitely trying to not only attract, but hook a big fish. The Hierophant is marriage. So yeah, I could imagine that they would be completely fascinated, focused, and eyes only on you because they consider you to be like possibly one of the biggest. You might not feel like you're doing big shit popping, but I feel like you're just kind of hard on yourself. You're a little bit tough on yourself. You have other goals that you're trying to reach. So the things that you have accomplished, it's like you like, okay, we can celebrate now, but we can't celebrate forever because we have other things that we need to accomplish. There's always the next level. There's always more evolution. There's always another goal, but you are pretty well off. Give yourself some credit. But you do know your value. You see, that's the danger. We're trying to hook a big fish. What you think? A big fish is not going to know that they're, come on. A little bit less than smart there, huh? So the Hierophant is what's on their mind. Okay, getting into a relationship, right? Creating some longevity, a union. 10 of Pentacles is marriage. That could be sharing finances, right? Now with this person, I don't know how much we could call it shared because I don't think that they have a lot. And it's not all about money, but my whole thing is the ulterior motives here are what's bothering me, right? You know, it's like they're trying to hook a fish so that they can kind of chill. This person definitely gives lazy. They talk a lot, but they don't do a whole lot of walking, and they've been able to get by because of their looks or whatever this shallow thing is about them. Maybe they're just a good talker, charismatic. Now I did see the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, so I do feel like there's going to be a change in pace here. I don't know what the ending is looking like. Hopefully this person is awakening, right, to their ways. I don't get that just yet though. I gotta be honest, guys. I don't really get that they are like looking at this situation like, oh, I need to like actually be about what I say I'm about in order to get the collective to want to commit to me. I feel like they're just trying to come up with another avenue. They're looking at you like somebody who's putting a wrench in their game, throwing salt on their game. I was scared of the connection. The connection scared me. That might be actually what comes out of their mouth is what they're saying. But I just told you what all of these cards actually mean. This is what they actually mean. That's a lot of work, right? To try and have to unpack somebody's riddles is just stupid. Like, I don't know who would sign up for that shit, right? They could say that they're investing, but what they really mean is they're investing in themselves. It's sort of like that. There's always a double meaning to what this person be talking about. And you can't really take them at face value or their words as literal meanings of what they're saying. Do you want to know the gag? I feel the gag is this person may be shocked by the type of people that they are able to attract, okay, because they do lack a little bit of their own self-worth. This is why they go for people who don't really know their value, because it makes them feel like, oh, man, I really am top dog, right? Especially if they're able to pull a big fish that doesn't know that they're a big fish. You're like, bitch, can you please stop calling me a fish? Okay, bitch, a great white, a shark. They do feel like they're drowning. I'm hearing sink or swim. Ah, look at that. Tragedy. Okay. So here's the thing, right? I do feel like you're holding yourself back from this person, and it is what it is, right? Even if you are engaging with them to any extent or any level, they don't feel like it was before. They don't feel as though it's as open or as clear where this is going or what they have accomplished versus what they haven't accomplished. They can't really read you. And for somebody who doesn't like to be read, they hate dealing with somebody that they can't read. So now we have the other half of that popping up, right? Divine Feminine. So you have all done the work to level up. Are you going to focus anytime soon? Hello. Hello. Focus. Here we go. Divine Feminine. All right. So we have both Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine energies on the table. This is not about a twin flame relationship. Okay. I do feel like this person is going to have some very strong realizations about themselves. The more that this unpacks, the more that this unfolds. It does feel like it might get a little bit rocky, especially with the Wheel of Fortune showing up earlier, okay? A little bit tumultuous for them, for somebody who has not really had to do the work. This is out of their wheelhouse, guys, okay? Your boundary showing up does make them feel like you were faking, okay? So they feel as though you tricked them into this, that they were tricked into these feelings, into this. They do feel wounded, right? They feel like they were tricked. Because they saw you totally different. They didn't see you as a divine masculine or a divine feminine. Absolutely not, right? So they're now learning that this was not really the right fish to try and hook. Especially if they were planning to continue, right, with their ways of doing things. This was not it. It's really throwing a wrench in their entire habit or process. It's like, even when they do try to date other people, it's just not working. They feel like they're having a strike of bad luck. Okay, so let's hop over to the extended. Okay, if you have resonated with this message to any extent, we are going to go over to an extended version of this message. We're going to really dig in. Let's see if this is worth your fucking time. If this person has changed, if this is actually how they're trying to come towards you, you can be prepared, right? We'll get some time frames on that, and we will get into the new. We have Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine both coming out on the table. So this could just be a prerequisite to you going towards your actual 10 of Pentacles, your actual connection, your person, okay, your life partnership or divine counterpart. So without further ado, click that like button, click the subscribe button. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box, and I know I'm seeing y'all over there, so let's cut up a little bit. Let's go.